You know what debt is. You've felt it. You've promised yourself you'd stop, and yet here you are again, signing another form, swiping another card, justifying another payment plan. The problem isn't that you don't understand money. The problem is that you understand belonging. You probably think the reason you're in debt is circumstance. Rent went up, the car broke down, medical bills happened, life happened. And yes, those things are real. But they're not the reason you keep going back. Because if they were, you'd stop the moment you could breathe again. You'd build a wall between you and debt the second you paid something off. But you don't. You catch your breath, and then you spend again. On things that feel reasonable, things that everyone else has. A newer phone, a better couch, a weekend trip. Nothing crazy, just normal things. That's the trap. You think debt happens because life is hard. But the debt that keeps you stuck isn't from emergencies. It's from trying to live a normal life in a system designed to make normal unaffordable. Let me describe your last 12 months. You paid off something small, felt good for a week, then you noticed your coworker's new car, your friend's vacation photos, your neighbor's renovated kitchen, and something inside you whispered, "You deserve that too." You work hard, you're responsible, you're not asking for luxury, just normal. So you looked at your bank account, saw a little room. Not enough to buy it outright, but enough for a down payment, enough for monthly installments. And the math made sense. $40 a month, $80, $150. You could swing it. Everyone else does it. The bank approved you. The store offered 0% interest for 12 months. It felt like permission, like proof you could afford it. So you said yes, and it felt good, for a while. Then another thing broke. Another expense appeared. Another normal thing everyone else seemed to have. And you looked at your account again, calculated again, justified again, signed again. Now you're here, not drowning exactly, but treading water, making payments on 6 different things. None of them luxuries, all of them normal. Here's what nobody tells you. The system doesn't want you to feel poor. It wants you to feel almost comfortable. Because poor people revolt. Comfortable people make payments. Normal debt isn't a financial problem. It's a social engineering tool. It keeps you working, keeps you obedient, keeps you too tired to question why your salary can't cover a normal life without borrowing. And it works because it weaponizes your deepest fear. Not the fear of being broke, the fear of looking broke. You'll go into debt to avoid that feeling. The feeling of being the person who says no, who doesn't upgrade, who drives the older car, who stays home while everyone else goes out. You're not overspending on stupid things. You're spending on the price of admission, the cost of not feeling left behind. And the system knows this. It counts on this. It profits from this. Every commercial, every influencer, every credit card offer, they're all designed to make normal feel just slightly out of reach, unless you borrow. And you do. Not because you're dumb, but because the pain of exclusion is more immediate than the pain of debt. Debt is slow, quiet. It doesn't embarrass you at the dinner table. Being the only one who can't afford to join does. Here's what the next 10 years look like if nothing changes. You'll make every payment on time. You're responsible like that, but you'll never get ahead. Because every time you pay something off, something else will need replacing. Another car, another phone, another appliance. And you'll finance it, because by then it'll feel normal. You'll stop even questioning it. Your kids will watch you. They'll learn that this is how life works, that adults make payments, that nothing is ever really yours, that comfort costs monthly fees. You'll hit 45, 50, and you'll realize you've spent 20 years paying for things you don't even own anymore. Things that broke, things that got replaced, things that didn't matter. You'll have made hundreds of payments, thousands, and you'll have nothing to show for it except the feeling that you kept up, that you looked normal. Meanwhile, the people who opted out,
who drove the beater car for 5 extra years, who said no to the upgrades, who endured the judgment and the questions, they'll own their lives. And you'll still be making payments, still calculating, still convincing yourself it's fine because everyone does it. But here's the part that'll hurt the most. It's not that you'll regret the things you bought. It's that you'll realize how much of your life you traded for them. How many hours you worked to make payments on things designed to break. How many years you stayed in jobs you hated because you couldn't afford to quit. How much freedom you gave up for the appearance of stability. And the cruelest part, nobody will even remember. Nobody's keeping score of who had the nicer car in 2025. But you'll remember. You'll remember what it cost. Normal debt isn't normal. It's normalized. There's a difference. Normal implies natural, inevitable. But this isn't natural. 50 years ago, a single income could buy a house, a car, and raise kids without borrowing. Now 2 incomes can barely cover rent. That's not your failure. That's design. But here's what is yours: the decision to stop performing, to stop proving you're keeping up, to let people wonder, to drive the paid-off car, to skip the thing everyone else is buying, to sit with the discomfort of looking like you can't afford it, even when you're the only one actually building something real. Nobody's coming to save you from this. Not a raise, not a better job, not the economy fixing itself. The only way out is through the judgment, through the questions, through the quiet humiliation of being the person who stops playing the game. And on the other side of that is something nobody talks about. Not wealth, not riches, just air, space to breathe, space to choose, space to walk away from things that don't serve you. That's what's waiting. Not on the other side of more income, on the other side of less pretending. You already know this. You've known it for a while. The question is whether you're ready to admit it, to yourself, and to everyone watching.